Sony did a conference and did a little piece, and they've announced that PlayStation VR will be priced at £349 and will be released in October of this year, 2016. So last week, me and Carl did a video, well, the Always Games TV show, and we discussed our thoughts and our predictions for that announcement at the event. And Carl's opinions were quite strong against. Quoting him, he believed it was going to be a gimmick. And then I asked him how much he'd be willing to pay for it, and he turned around and said he would like to change from a 50. Quite harsh words. I literally predicted that it would cost £350, and I was bang on.
Wow.
I did think it was going to be released in June, though, along with No Man's Sky. Because my prediction is No Man's Sky would be compatible with it. But, again, that's not been announced.
I hope not.
So, the device is going to be £349. It's going to be released in October.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on PlayStation VR?
I'm a big fan, generally, of pushing the boundaries of trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of it. As we mentioned there, I think some games could benefit from it. I think a lot won't. I don't think there'll be the appetite with the general gamer. I think you've got too many people in mainstream. And so take a mainstream game like FIFA, for example. They won't benefit, I don't think, from a VR. People prefer the old school controller playing against someone online.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll have a niche, and I don't know whether that niche is going to be big enough to springboard it and sell itself well.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that price as well, you've got to your point of like Alien Isolation, you've got to love a game to buy it, to spend that much money on a VR purposely for a particular game, because I think that's what it will for me. I'd only buy one if there was one game that I had to have for that VR.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm not going to pick it up. So me personally, I love the fact that they're trying to push things new and get it. It either has to have a serious reduction in price and a game, because like the PlayStation 4, you get that point of, if some people get it straight away on release, others will wait because they want that game for the PlayStation 4 to sort of justify spending the money for it.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be the same with the VR for me. Like, if there's that game that pulls me in, I could take a punt on it, but it won't be on if it's released, say, in the summertime. I don't know when. I won't be going out at the door knocking on it saying I need one now in my life. It'll be that game that'll probably pull me in.
I could say, my prediction is that No Man's Sky will be compatible with it, but nothing's been announced. One of your anticipated games of 2016 is No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
If they did a bundle where there was No Man's Sky and PlayStation VR, would you think about picking it up?
No.
Okay. Why? What would make you not want to get it for No Man's Sky?
I think, one, you're offering the price of a VR at the same price, well, more expensive than the PlayStation itself. I think that's really ambitious price point.
Before you go any further, I just want to point out as well, you need the PlayStation camera to use it.
Okay,
Which is an
so
extra
that's an
£5.
additional cost.
Yeah.
So, at the moment, if you're a first-time buyer to it, you've got a massive outlay in terms of getting it all set up. But for me, again, I'd be probably a bit skeptical that I'd like to try one first before I buy, because I would hate to be one of the guinea pigs that get caught.
That's going to be the issue with VR is that I've tried the Oculus at the BAFTA events the first year we went, and it was amazing. I tried it with Elite Dangerous, just unbelievable experience. Felt extremely motion sick after it, but it was unbelievable. I was just like, I feel like I'm in a world of Star Wars almost. I think that's the problem though with VR when it's being marketed, is that you kind of need to experience it to sort of understand it and sort of realize your enjoyment of it. It can't just be told or shown. I think when you're looking at a screen with someone going, wow, yeah, this is amazing, they've got a box on the head, and you just see what they're seeing. It's like, yeah, wow, yeah, it looks really, really cool.
For free. Yeah, it's great to have a look at it.
Yeah, but I think you need to try it, I think, and that's going to be like, I know I think in America they are going around trying different, I think it's like a lorry or whatever, you go around at different events, they're letting people try VR, trying to sell it. And it's one of those sort of situations that I think a lot of my friends, like such yourself, will enjoy VR, if I got it and let you try it.
Yeah.
And I think you've got to try and find those games that you know you're going to enjoy for yourself.
And that is exactly it for me. It'd be finding the right game for the right person.
And also, your gaming habits are very different to mine.
Yeah.
I'm very much a solo gamer. I play on my own a lot. That sounds really wrong.
It's true.
But you do a lot of gaming with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And obviously with VR, it's very a solo situation.
Yeah.
And you're not really going to be like, wow, that was great. Your turn.
Yeah.
You know, you can see it on the screen what they're seeing as well, but it's not the same.
Yeah. That, like you say, it's. I guess I haven't thought of it that way as well. It's like quite an isolated way of gaming. Whether they can link it into like a multiplayer type game, you mentioned like Call of Duty or one of the mainstream ones, and get that to work, and have like sort of the sound, the right to be able to manage the talking with other people as well. So I don't know whether the capabilities are there to be able to actually link that in, because obviously that's what makes the online multiplayer experiences, talking with your mates and that strategize.
I think
element
if they can be creative with it, and for example, like if Sony can find a game that works really well with VR, that's cross the internet playable, and I think if they gave the game away for free, don't have to be an overly graphical game, just a really sort of strategic game, which involved all of you playing at the same time, and it just worked and clicked. I think that could sell VR. You've just got to find that game that works, and basically, as daft as it sounds, it could easily lead into other forms of entertainment, very, very easily. Now, a lot of the things people on the internet are saying, well, one of the big things that happened with, for example, back when videos came out, there was VHS and Betamax, and then when DVD HD DVDs came out and Blu-rays. Now, for both those different events, which happened at different times of technology, the thing that actually swayed it was porn.
Okay, Rog.
Okay, so I'm going down a bit of a weird aisle with this, but porn industry actually sided with VHS. That's one of the reasons why VHS won. When
what are you trying to do to me?
The porn industry is actually getting into VR, and
all right,
it'll be interesting to see if they did actually manage for it to work. Would it actually kick off if the porn industry sides with it? Because it has been one of the major business pullers for the last.
Pardon the pun.
Of the last technological jumps.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if that does actually make a thing for it. And apparently they are creating pornographic experiences for VR. So again, I'll be playing on my own quite a bit. So it comes. So you're not interested about picking it up until you've really given it a try.
No, I think I don't know. For me, it's a lot. It's like everything is a lot of money. Change. I'm not adverse to change. Change is good, but at the moment, I'm very happy with what I have. And like any game, like any console, you go with the masses. If you're the only one playing it, it's difficult. Once you have a lot of people playing it, you start to. It sways your decision a bit more. And I think that's for me. I'd be probably not jumping straight in on release.
I got to admit, I think I probably will be picking it up day one, mainly because I'm very curious. For the experience, and I just hope that they do go back, like I said, with Alien Isolation, Outlast, any games like that would be great for PlayStation VR, and would really help create like a back catalogue very, very quickly if they can get some older games which are compatible with it. And I know it'll create. Well, my experience of it will go very, very quickly. Enjoyment of it. So I'll be picking it up, and so we'll have to have a session on it.
Yeah.
No porn though.
No.
No porn.